Hello，各位同学，大家好，欢迎来到我们今天生活美语的教学。今天呢，我们要学习的主题呢是 the topic travel。那请大家把日期以及我们的主题一起写起来，写在你们的笔记里面。等一下呢，我们就挑几个句子，然后再让大家来造句。
You're here for an English lesson about travel. So hopefully you are ready to maybe learn some new words and phrases about travel, or maybe you will be reviewing some of your words and phrases about travel. So today we're going to talk about travel. I'm just going to test to make sure everything is working. Just give me a sec here. I just want to say hi to everyone in the chat. I can't say everyone's holidays or going on vacation. So you notice I added an S there. And you can see the phrases as well. You can go on holiday or you can go on vacation. So a little bit of a mistake here though. In English, in Canada, we would say go on holidays.
好了，这句话请大家写起来哈。我们第一个单字跟片语呢，就是 holidays or vacation。那大家可以直接写 go on a holiday， 或者是 go on holidays，go on vacation。然后大家请造句，例如说，we go on holidays to 花莲 this summer break。OK， 所以大家就把这个东西用进你的生活日常的这个习惯里面，然后再来造句。
So maybe I should have fixed that. But a holiday or a vacation is time away from work or school. Let me just check to see if there's some questions. I know there are some questions, and I'll go on cruise ships. So, great question, Lolly, by the way. When you go on a trip, you have a destination. So this is the word destination. And a destination is the place that you are going to visit. So let's say I really wanted to visit France to see the Eiffel Tower. I would tell people I'm going on a trip, and they could ask me, where are you going? Or they could ask, what's your destination?
好，来第二个片语呢，我们请写起来 ，It's the destination。那你可以造句，例如说，你看像他讲的，People ask me, what is your destination? So people ask me, what is your destination? Means what is the place that you are going to go on a trip? Okay, destination means a place you are going to visit. So what is the destination you are going to this summer?
Destination is a little more of a formal word. You may be asked this at an airport. If someone says, oh, do you have your ticket? What's your destination? So this is the place that you are going to. Again, more commonly, we would probably just say, where are you going? Oh, you're going on a trip? Where are you going? And then you reply with where you're going. Before, someone's saying hello from Paris. See, if I mention France, the people from Paris and from France say hello. Sometimes when you're going on a trip, you will take care of all of the planning yourself, but sometimes you will hire a travel agent or you will go to a travel agency.
OK， 但第三个呢，我们请大家写起来 ，It's travel agent. Travel agent means a person who helps you plan your trip. Travel agent means the people who works in like 雄狮旅游 or 可乐 or 东南旅游。So travel agent is the person who helps you plan your trip. So you can say hire a travel agent or go to a travel agency to help out plan your trip.
To have a travel agent help you plan your trip. So this is a person who helps you plan your trip. They will help you get your plane tickets. They will help you get your hotel reservations. So a travel agent is a handy person if you are going to a country where you don't know a lot. Sometimes you will plan the trip yourself. Many people plan trips themselves. And they'll just take care of it online. So when they go to book tickets on a plane or to book a hotel room.
好
So
来，下一个呢，我们请大家写起来。To book. To book means to reserve a spot on a plane or at a hotel. So to book means to make a reservation, means to reserve. So you can say, okay, I book tickets on a plane or I book a hotel room to Hualien.
this is to reserve a spot on a plane or at a hotel. Please make sure you are asking a question using the link below. I am visiting those cities. So this is kind of the plan, the written plan for what you are doing on your trip. I think we're going to get into familiar. Folks, could you make sure that I see a lot of questions showing up in the chat? And so what happens is the chat goes by so fast that I can't pick out the questions. So if you use the else you have traveled and what you did there, they may say to you, do you have anything to declare? Anything to declare?
OK， 来下一句话呢，我们请写起来是 customs. Customs means the place that you need to declare. Okay, so at the customs, people ask me anything to declare. So at the customs 海关哈 so people ask me anything to declare.
And that means, did you buy anything when you were in the country you came from? So
OK， 所以它这边呢写说，custom means when you are buying anything from other country and need to declare at the customs. OK， 所以你必须要申报，在海关的时候你必须要申报。
let's say I fly to the United States and then I fly to France. When I land in France, customs will say, do you have anything to declare? Did you buy anything? And especially when you're coming home from another country, if you go on a trip and you've bought lots of things, when you go through customs from your own government in the airport, they might ask you if you have anything to declare. Let's see here. You might, when you get out of the airport, need to take a taxi or an Uber. If you're wondering why I'm talking mostly about airplane travel, it's because that is mostly how people travel. Either you go on a small trip in a car, but usually in the world now, if you go to another country that's far away, you take an airplane. So I'm not talking much today about boats or anything, but after you get off the plane, you might need to take a taxi or take
好，来下一个呢，请大家写下很简单的 take a taxi or Uber. So you can say, oh, you get off the plane and you might need to take a taxi or take Uber to the hotel room that you reserved. Okay, so that is a connection. Take a taxi or Uber after I land off. So take a taxi or Uber.
an Uber. So Uber is a new company that works like a taxi service, but you might need to take a taxi or an Uber. Hello, everyone. People are saying hi in the chat. That's awesome. Let me just check here for another question. Is aimed by tourists. Stop. Let's see here. Here's a good one. Rami Salib says, what do we call about a trip if the airplane stops between the first takeoff and my last destination? So we have what are called connecting flights. So if I take one plane from the Toronto airport to the Vancouver airport, I might need to get on a different plane or a connecting flight in order to get to my final destination if it was, say, Tokyo, Japan. So when you switch planes midway through your travel or your trip, we would say it's a connecting flight. Next question, Enrique say, we can do this either. But time travel is when you go back in time or you go forward in time. And currently it's impossible, and I think it will always be impossible. But we have time travel. And let's see here. This is a good one. That are science fiction movies. We have something called time travel. And none of us can do this either. But time travel is when you go back in time or you go forward in time. And currently it's impossible. And I
好来，下一个呢，我们请大家写一下是 time travel。Okay, so time travel is you go forward in time, and currently it's impossible, I know, but you can go back and forth. The travel in time, so means 时光的旅行。So 你可以说sometimes when I feel tired and I want to go back to the time before, I can say I want to go time travel, so I wish I could do a lot of better than what I'm doing now. So time travel means 你可以穿过时光的旅行。
think it will always be impossible, but we have time travel. And we also have another word for a trip in English is a getaway. So you could say something like, in the winter, it's nice to have a getaway, which means it's nice to go on a trip. Many Canadians, like I said, like to go south in the winter because they like to have a little getaway where it's warmer, where the sun.
OK， 好，那这边呢还有一个不错的一个词哈，他刚刚讲到的。
A few more questions. There are plenty to go through, and I will try to get to all of them. Louise in English is a getaway. So you could say something like, in the winter, it's nice to have a getaway, which means it's nice to go on a trip. Many Canadians, like I said, like to go south.
OK， 好来，下一个呢，我们请大家写一下 getaway。Getaway means you travel, you take a trip to a relatively warmer area. So you go on a trip, like go to the south to get warmer weather. So 你可以说I want to take a trip, I want to go on a vacation in a getaway, which is a warmer place. So I can do a lot of shopping without the thick clothes on. So getaway 就是一个比较热带型的国家，就是比较相对天气好、天气暖一点的地方去旅行。getaway。
In the winter, because they like to have a little getaway where it's warmer, where the sun is still shining. Hey, let me grab a few more questions. There are plenty to go through. And I will try to get to all of them. Louise says, Bob, can you explain about the phrasal verb check in used in airports? So it simply means to go to the desk of the airline that you're taking. So if you were taking, again, Air Canada, you would go to the Air Canada desk and you would say, here's my ticket, I just want to check in. It makes them aware that you are in the airport, and they will most likely give you your boarding pass. Although I haven't been on a plane for a few years, so things may have changed a bit, but that would be my understanding, that when you get to the airport, you need to check in. And I think you can do it at a kiosk, and you can do it electronically now. Next question is from Fabio. Is there any travel destination Canadians... Oh, I think we did this one. Yes, so Canadians love to go to Florida, and they love to go to Portugal. They also like to go to Arizona, the state of Arizona. Let's see here. Question is from Saeed. Why in Canada do they take... People will pay money to go and work on a farm. We call it agritourism. Interesting. Maybe another form of tourism called adventure tourism. People go on adventure tours, or adventure. I think because it's new, we don't have a formal name for it, but they go on a trip where they go, this person is kayaking, they might go mountain climbing, they might go, they might go off-road, dirt bike riding, but adventure tourism is for people who like to do exciting things.
好，那刚刚这个字呢，就是大家说的
On a tour bus, Morocco, especially a adventure tourism. People go on adventure tourism, adventure tours. Or adventure. I think because it's new, we don't have a formal name for it, but they go on a trip where they go, this person is kayaking, they might go mountain climbing, they might go, they might go off-road, dirt bike riding, but adventure tourism is for people who like to do exciting things.
好，那刚刚这个字呢，我们请大家写起来，就是这个 adventure tour， 好，那就是冒险性的活动。那比如说，你可以说 I like adventure tour or tourism like dirt bike riding or kayaking or mount climbing， 就是进行冒险性的一些旅游。
Off the beaten track. So this means a place where not a lot of tourists go, or where not a lot of people know about. So I might know a really cool beach on Lake Erie that's off the beaten track, and this means that if you go there, it will be very quiet because not very many people know about it. So off the beaten. If there's something bad happening in your life, somehow people find out quickly, and good news travels slowly. We talked about this bus tours. Krager wants to know what my full name is. I don't like to give my full name out. My real name is Bob, though. That's for sure. And my real first name is Robert. So Bob is actually a short form. Did you know that? And my official name is Robert. Let's see here. Ram Haif says, hi, how are you? Hope everything is good. Can you save this video on SoundCloud? So many of you have asked if I can put good news travels slowly. We talk.
好，刚刚呢，我们看到的呢是他讲的，再到前面一点点。好，这个地方老师这边停下来。Bad news travels fast， 就是坏消息呢总是谣传的很快。So if people saying that find out quickly something bad and then it travels fast， 所以你可以说we have to be careful about everything we do because bad news travels fast.
Good news travels slowly. We talked about this one a little bit. Some people, when they travel light. This means that you don't have very many bags, that you didn't bring a lot of suitcases. So if you travel light, you...
来，刚刚这句话呢，请大家写起来，它叫做travel light。好，那我们等它一下。
It means that if there's something bad happening in your life, somehow people find out quickly, and good news travels slowly. We talked about this one a little bit.
好，这边我停下来，好，大家可以写起来。Travel light. Travel light means when you are going on a trip, you don't have to pick up a heavy luggage. That means 你可能只是今天那个轻旅行，所以你可以说travel light. And then you don't have to take a lot of things in a 2-day trip. So travel light 就是轻便的行李就可以。So you have to travel light 是一个 idiom， 是一个俚语，好，就是轻松的行李就可以了。Travel light. You got to travel light when you are going a day trip. 好 ，so you don't have to take a lot of things on your trip. 那今天就是我们今天学到的这几句，然后请同学呢，再针对我们今天学到的片语呢来做一个造句。好，谢谢大家。